Welcome to SAT TV News. I am Alicia George, your presenter. In our top stories, 12 go through to Calypso quarterfinals. Trinidad oil spills are results of sabotage. Dozens of whales dead after being stranded in New Zealand. And in sports, matches postponed due to inclement weather. Details of these will follow.
SAT Telecommunications Limited is in the process of reorganizing our channels. In this endeavor, some channels will be off temporary and new ones will be introduced. SAT Telecommunications Limited is pleased to inform you of a number of new channels. We have just added for your viewing pleasure Lifetime Movie Channel, Lifetime Real Women, Discovery Civilization, Discovery Science, Discovery Turbo, and many other new ones to come. We are sure that you will enjoy the new programming, which will enhance your viewing pleasure and provide you with many more channels. SAT Telecoms thanks you for your continuous support and understanding throughout this initiative, and we will keep you informed as the changes occur.
Yo, this is Ace Banton in SAT building, baby. You're watching SAT Telecom, that's the #1 choice. Boom!
Welcome back. SAT TV would like to pay tribute to the late Prime Minister of Dominica, Honorable Pierre Charles. Today, January 6, 2014, marks the 10th anniversary of the former parliamentary representative for the Granby constituency. During his tenure, although Honorable Charles was faced with an ailing economy, he is remembered as having made a sterling contribution to national development in Dominica. The late Pierre Charles served as Prime Minister of Dominica from October 3, 2000 to January 6, 2004, throughout which he gained the confidence of international financial institutions and governments around the world. He is survived by his wife, Honorable Justina Charles, now Minister for Culture, Youth and Sports. His 3 children are the members of his family, members and supporters of the Dominica Labour Party, the people of the Granby constituency, and the citizens of Dominica. 8 young ladies will vie for the title of Carnival Mother Queen 2014. The launch of the contestants took place at the Old Mill Cultural Center in Caneville on Saturday, January 4th, and featured ladies from all across the island. Events coordinator of the Dominica Festivals Commission, Mrs. Natalie Clark, during the launching ceremony, applauded the contestants for still recognizing their beauty and understanding their value.
Okay, 8 young moms, because I see 8 young moms going in for a competition. It means that you understand your value. It means that even though you went and you had a child and you're in a relationship and you're doing something else with your life, you still see your beauty. You still see yourselves as these wonderful people that can contribute something to the world.
Ms. Clark warned the contestants not to be fazed by all the glitz and glamour and all the material things that this big old planet has presented them with. She added that it is this indulgence which takes away from the fundamental things that we need to teach our children. The show will take place on February 22nd at the Arawak House of Culture in Roseau and will include judge rounds in talent, traditional old masquerade, evening wear, and swimwear. With less than 7 weeks, Vanessa Louisi, 20, representing Point Michel, Terish Joseph, 24, representing Canefield, Teresa Bruno, 24, representing Poncole, Jasmine Joseph, 19, representing Maho, Ezra George, 32, representing Bath Estate, Patricia Charles, 25, representing Granby, Cecilia Henderson, 22, and Heather Vidal, 38, representing Portsmouth, will take on each other to compete for the sought-after title. 12 Calypsonians have made it through into the quarterfinals after they participated in the elimination round held at the Crazy Coconuts on Saturday, 4th January 2014. 65 Calypsonians participated in the eliminations, but only Young Bull, Wave, Trendsetter, Triumph, Chris B, Leona, Observer, Checo, Buple, Beetle J, Man himself, and Lugas secured a position into the next round. Wave is the only newcomer among them. The 12 will go on to meet last year's 20 semi-finalists in the quarter-final, carded for February 1st, 2014. 3 reserves have been chosen: JD, Sugar S, and Alicia. It is expected that one of them will replace 2013 finalist Caressa, who will not be competing this year as he will leave soon for Australia to study. Many have remarked, and controversy has been stirred up on the issue of the influx of non-nationals into Dominica over the past few years. Regardless of the stigma raised against them, former IMF economist Dr. Thompson Fontaine believes that foreigners living here could work in our favor.
I think the presence of, so to speak, foreigners, the Haitians, the Spanish and so on in Dominica is not of itself a bad thing, because countries tend to develop when you have this mix of cultures and energies that come together to promote growth. And what we have to find is a way to better manage it. Now, it is an issue now for us because there are so many little opportunities. However, when they come in, they create niche markets for themselves. They create opportunities for themselves. So in a way, as locals, they have something to learn from that.
What is important, he said, is to grow the economy, to make it more productive, therein dissipating the hindrance that non-nationals stand to be in the country's economic development. They provide self-employment as well as do the work that Dominicans are skeptical about doing, he added.
And it is no secret that the Haitians are doing a lot of things that Dominicans themselves do not want to do. So they are playing a vital role in our country, and I think we need to embrace them. I'm one of those that believe that we embrace foreigners the same way we as Dominicans, we go overseas, we go to England, we go to Europe, we go to the US, to Canada. We live and work in those countries, and I believe that these are people looking for better opportunities for themselves. The fact that they're coming to Dominica is a sign that we have something to offer.
The country has seen an increase in persons from neighboring Caribbean islands, to include the Dominican Republic and Haiti, and have welcomed individuals from as far as China. And in court news, Leonard Mongerie now faces a fine of $5,000 for possession of 255 grams of cannabis with intent to supply. The 23-year-old was jointly charged with 5 other individuals who all pleaded not guilty. The charge was withdrawn by prosecution. Mongerie and another man, Talbot Filbert, were separately charged with possession of cannabis and both pleaded guilty. The men were arrested on 2nd January 2014 at Hillsborough Street after the police executed a search warrant on a premises where Mongerie lives and operates an illegal bar. During the search, Mongerie admitted to having illegal substances on the premises and directed the police to a container containing 112 small Ziploc bags containing cannabis, which he said was for him to smoke. 123 grams of cannabis was also found in a Puma bag inside the bar. Filbert, age 20, who was on the premises, was found in possession of a cannabis cigarette. Police had also seized €600, 289 EC, and 525 US during the search, believed to be from the proceeds of crime. During mitigation, attorney-at-law Wayne Norde, who represented both defendants, said both men had cooperated with police, not wasting the court's time. He also pleaded with the court to return the €600 to his client Mongerie, who claimed that he had just returned from Guadeloupe with the money. However, Magistrate Bernard Paquette was not minded to return the money, and all was forfeited while Mongerie received a $5,000 fine for possession with intent to supply, payable by 3rd July 2014, or in default spend 1 year in prison. There was no separate penalty for the possession charge. Filbert, however, was fined $250 to be paid by 3rd February 2014, or in default spend 1 month in prison. Meanwhile, 49-year-old Reginald Mand of Bath Estate has been formally charged with the murder of Glenroy Lockhart on 26 December 2013 at Bath Estate. Glenroy sustained a deep laceration to his neck, allegedly with a knife, during the altercation with Reginald. Mann, who appeared before Magistrate Bernard Paquette, was not required to plead. His attorney, Wayne Norde, indicated that he will eventually make an application for bail at the High Court since the Magistrates' Court does not grant bail for murder charges. The preliminary inquiry is set to begin on 16th June 2014. This has been the local segment of the news. Coming up next, regional highlights.